Good evening, everyone. And in this video, I will discuss about two chapters. One is internal reconstruction, and second one is consolidation. Okay, or it is also known as holding company. So I will help you out to solve questions from this chapter in a systematic manner. Okay, how you can solve questions from these chapters in a systematic way, and I will provide that guidance. Okay, it will enable you to solve this kind of question in a systematic manner. We'll see the solution of internal reconstruction. Okay, internal reconstruction, this is a question of 20 marks. And in this question, first we will see the requirements of this particular chapter. There is a balance sheet of Trauma Limited, share capital reserve and surplus. As on 1st April 2023, the following schemes of reconstruction was finalized, for which necessary resolution was passed and approvals were obtained from appropriate authorities. Accordingly, it was decided that 1. Each equity share is to be subdivided into 10 fully paid up equity shares of 10 each. After subdivision, each shareholder shall surrender to the company 40% of his holding for the purpose of reissue to trade people as necessary. Okay, so there are 10 entries for internal reconstruction. Okay, so you are required pass necessary journal entries in the books of account of Trauma Limited, prepare reconstruction account, prepare balance sheet of the company after internal reconstruction. After internal reconstruction, this is a question of 20 marks. Now I will show all of you the solution. The first entry is equity share capital account debit to equity share capital 16 lakh. Okay, and equity share capital account debit to share surrender 6.4 lakh. So there was a subdivision. Okay, subdivided. After subdivision, each shareholder shall surrender to the company 40% of his holding for this purpose of reissue to trade payables. 40% surrender, 60 60 lakh का 40%. Okay, 6.4 lakh. Next entry was preference share capital account debit to capital reconstruction and debenture 8 lakh, and it is divided into two accounts, capital reconstruction and debenture account. And paper and shareholder would give up 30% of their capital, and 12% debenture face value shall issue to them for balance holding. Bank account debit to debenture 4 lakh. 4 lakh. Bank overdraft 1.4 lakh, 1.26 and 0.40. 10% debenture account debit 3.20 lakh outstanding interest, and this is the entry of the of third adjustment. Okay. Third adjustment. Okay. Now we are going to fifth entry. Trade payable account debit. Now we are going to entry. Fifth entry is trade payable account debit to capital reconstruction 1,15,000. And next entry is share surrender account debit to capital reconstruction and equity share capital. The seventh entry is provision for tax capital reconstruction to bank, and eighth entry is capital reconstruction account debit to investment, and ninth entry is inventory account debit to capital reconstruction and provision for doubtful debt. Tenth entry is capital reconstruction account debit to P&L account and patent and to copyright. This is a written off of intangible assets. Okay, intangible assets and profit and loss account. Okay, in the solution of the examination body, this entry may not be there, especially entry of patent and copyright. Okay, this entry is missing. This entry was missing in the copy of examination body. Okay, in the solution of examination body. This is the reconstruction account, and in reconstruction account there is a balance of capital reserve 1,04,071 rupees. Okay, so this is the balance sheet, and these are the workings. There are 9 notes to accounts of the balance sheet. Okay, now I will show all of you the solution which I have done in the examination. Okay, so this is the solution. I was done in the examination. Okay, so this is the solution. There is a slight difference in the amount. Okay, but everything was correct in this particular solution. This is the balance sheet, and I and the notes to accounts. Okay, I got 15 marks. Okay, out of 20, around 75% marks. So first and last, I want to provide you the meaning of internal reconstruction. It means solving the financial deficiencies of companies by arranging funds internally. Okay, internally means equity shareholder, debenture holder, various reserve and preference shareholders. Okay, now we are going to see the solution of consolidation. Okay, means questions from holding company. So this is a question from the concept of negative minority interest. Okay, negative minority interest concept from this particular area. Generally, questions from negative minority interest is not asked in the question in the examination. This is the question. GB Limited acquired 80% of equity shares of TV Limited on 1st April 2016 at a cost of 58 lakh when TV Limited had an equity share capital of 50 lakh. Reserves and surplus was this was the profit and loss of the company. You are required to calculate the minority interest and cost of control cost of control at the end of each year for the purpose of consolidation. Okay, now we will see the correct solution. Okay, first you need to calculate the cost of capital. Okay, in cost of capital there is goodwill of 14 lakh 28,800. Okay, minority interest on 1/4/16. Losses during the year, this is the entry. Losses during the year. You need to calculate the minority interest portion, and uh, you need to deduct the losses from them. Okay, this is the minority interest of 1/4/16, 10,92,800. Okay, losses during the year 16/17. In this way you need to deduct from their portion. Okay, nil. After that, profit during the year, losses will be deducted. Okay, profit during the year, this one. Profit during the year, this. Last as on 31st March 2013, minority interest was 47,600. 600. Okay, this is the correct solution. And the what is the wrong solution? This is the correct solution, but I attempted only the cost of control. Okay, I didn't do the entire question. This is the half portion of negative. I have completed the video, and in this video I solved questions from consolidation account, and that question is of negative minority interest. Okay, that was a rare question, and to solve those kind of question you must understand the concepts relating to that particular chapter. Bye to everyone. Okay.